Hola, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Orlando Panda. Vamos arrancando esta segunda serie de entrevistas con artistas. Es algo que venimos haciendo desde que empezó esta contingencia y pues bueno, ¿no? Vamos arrancando la segunda temporada. Me da gusto que están conectando. Cuéntenme de qué lugares están ahorita conectándose y, y pues nada, ¿no? Como ustedes saben, los que están llegando, vamos a platicar hoy con LP, un artista que la verdad estoy muy contento de entrevistar. La entrevista va a ser en inglés y pues nada, ¿no? Um, Please comment wherever you guys are connecting from. I'd like to say hi. Hola, hola Suecia, hi Sweden, Argentina, ¿cómo están? Muy bien. Veo a gente de Francia. ¿Dónde están mi gente de México? Déjenme ver. ¿Quién se está tratando de conectar por aquí? Ahí está Rocío Gutiérrez. ¿Qué onda, Rocío? ¿Cómo estás? Déjame acomodar tantito el cabello. La verdad estoy muy contento de esta plática. Es un artista que la verdad me emociona entrevistar. Quiero pues platicar con ella porque creo que representa... es un símbolo, ¿no? Para muchos y creo que hay gente que de repente también no la conoce y creo que es justo que la conozcan porque no solamente es una gran cantante sino que en todo lo que se involucra la verdad creo que hace muy buen trabajo, ¿no? Estoy hablando de LP. Vamos a platicar con ella en unos momentos. Me cuentan que está terminando una entrevista. Ella viene con nosotros. Hey, ¿qué onda, amigos de Córdoba, Argentina? ¿Cómo están? Turkey, how are you? Let me see who's here. Um, estaba dándome cuenta ayer que que la verdad tiene unos fans increíbles. To be quite honest, like you guys are amazing, like LP fans. I'm impressed, to be quite honest. No de nada, deja ver que Brasil también está en la casa. A ver, aquí está LP. Let's go say hi to her. Everybody's gonna be so excited.
Hey,
Hey,
Orlando.
LP,
What's
how
up,
are
man?
you? Uh, we have no reception, I believe. How you
What
doing?
up? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I was in a meeting from my other job, and I
Yeah.
was like, guys, I have to take off right now because I have an
You're
interview.
like, later.
Yeah.
Woo! No,
Uh,
bro, you gotta get on with this shit.
oh
Yeah.
man. First of all, like I like to say, I'm very happy to have this interview with you.
Yeah.
When I saw the opportunity, I was like, you know what, I have to take it. Like she's such an amazing artist.
Thanks.
I remember seeing you back in, I believe 2 or 3 years ago, back in Coachella,
Oh,
when concerts
yeah.
still happened, when festivals still happened, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like a lot of things have changed since then.
You
However,
think-
however, you made an impression on me.
Oh,
You
thanks.
you made a really good impression.
Thanks.
I'm gonna be honest. I've seen a lot of artists on stage, like from legends, from new upcoming artists,
Yeah.
and when I saw you, the first thing that got my attention was your name, LP. You
Yeah.
know, uh, a long record thing or whatever. And I was like, you know
Thanks,
what, this sounds
man. I,
interesting. So I started like
I
googling
appreciate that.
googling about you, and I was like, oh, like I was like, no wonder, like this sounded kind of familiar.
Yeah.
And when I saw you on stage, I was like, wow, she sings amazing, you
Thanks.
know. And not only that, like after like a few months of following your music, I noticed how much people loved you, and
Uh,
and that's impressive, to be honest.
thanks.
I didn't quite realize how much they love they got for you until like yesterday when I posted that I was gonna have this interview with you, and everybody went crazy. I was
Oh,
like, really?
oh, cool.
People from
Yeah.
all over the world, and I I completely understand them because like when I hear your music, you pretty much you put yourself out there all the time. You give
Pretty much.
everything.
Yeah, it's like no net, just like out
Yeah.
there,
For
fucking out
for
there.
example, like your new single, the one that you love,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I believe that you're sharing like something very personal in that song.
Yeah, like people around me, like my girlfriend, etc., have to they just ignore it. So, otherwise, there's gonna be a fight. I just try to I have a very um mercurial kind of emotional personality, even though I'm not like I kind of just channel it into my music. I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm pretty easygoing during the day, am I
You
right?
are. You seem
Yeah.
really cool.
It's like I think like my like people are kind of like my friends like at first like a long time ago, like not now, but like we're always like, God, you're so like it's so funny that you're so just like so emotional in music, like everything's like like rip your freaking heart out, and like in like normal life I'm just kind of like, yeah. But I mean, it's a constant inner dialogue.
And I also think it's a balance of you as a person and as an artist,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and you got to let it through. Like I feel like I don't have any apologies for like, when I am in a bad mood. I'm like, it's just like I'm in a fucking bad mood and I don't want to hear it. And I'm like, but I get through it, it goes away, and instead of like I try not to, I don't really hold anything in.
That's
I
good.
Can you
That
tell?
I mean that's good because like there's people and I'm include myself in one of those that sometimes like I keep things to myself.
Yeah.
But then again, through music, I heal. You
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. I'm with you, brother. Yeah. No, that's like that's really the for me that's the way it goes. And I think and through that other people heal through your music, like we like try to, you know it really, how many times do you listen to a song so many times just because it's just like every time you do it just feels good, or you just like, I don't know, like suddenly it's just like you listen to a song over and over and over again. It's almost like, and then all of a sudden you realize like you still love the song but you don't need it anymore because you're like, ah.
Yeah, I feel you. But going back to to the same song, the one that you love,
Mm.
um, it's like I said, like it's a very good song. I really like it. And but like you said, sometimes like you, I believe you wrote that song probably like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know.
No, I actually wrote it in November.
Oh, really? On that one, I didn't
Yeah,
know. I
yeah, I wrote it
understand.
in Mexico in November at
Oh, you.
I went on a writing trip with my boys, and yeah, that was like the second song. I don't know, like, we just we went out to dinner across the street from the hotel we were staying at, and we were listening to this guy play just at dinner. Like he was like just on the side, this really cool old Mexican dude with like dope little suit on, a little guitar, and a cool hat, and like ranchero style, like he was just
Yeah.
singing his heart out a little, but quietly. It was interesting. He's just like, yeah, like that's so dope. And when we went back to the room, and Mike just started messing around on this really like nice little guitar, and I just, the first line was like the whole like thing I did. Not a do not what you wanna.
Yeah.
And as soon as that popped out, we were like, oh, this feels like something. So we just like, went at it.
That's really cool. Like you get inspired like just in the little things
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
And
That's
which,
that's what, like, that guy will never know what an impression he made on us. We were like, yes.
but I mean, I was listening to one of your old interviews, and on one of those you mentioned some about like that you used to play on this place in West Hollywood, I believe.
Yeah,
And I mean, imagine like like life changes sometimes as quick as that, and like
yeah,
from one moment you're like into another perspective, like you're getting inspired
yeah,
by these other musician at a restaurant,
yeah.
that's
It's wild. Like, well, that's the thing. You pass it on. I feel like, I remember playing at that place you were talking about, and I used to like do this thing where I was like jump up on tables and like while I was like singing a Led Zeppelin song,
of
and,
course.
and it just kind of became my thing. And then, you know, I might not do it for a couple of weeks, and I'd come back and I'd see, you know, some other person that was now singing also in this night, like jumping up on the tables, kind of like, you know, like we inspire each other.
That's that. I
I've
mean,
inspired so many times, you know.
that's the beauty of music and art.
Oh,
You know, uh, as far as I know, as far as I understand, your family didn't really quite believe in art.
yeah. No, no, not at all. I mean, it just wasn't like, you know, it just was like, you know, such a, you know, such a gambling thing. You'd be like, you roll the dice, you know. It's like not something that, yeah, you know, I see, and I don't know if like the type of people that are willing to believe in it, or like, you know, like somebody thinks that their kid. I mean, I think my parents, when they heard me sing, I think they were like, oh,
Maybe she, yeah, maybe she had the talent.
right? That's like, is that good because that's my kid, or is that good because that's good? But it wasn't like, you know, they weren't like, oh, you should, like, you know, try to make a career out of it. Because I think, you know, as they knew, it's not easy, and it's not something, you don't
Right.
come there and you know, I thought the first time I sang, you know, at some little place in New York City, that someone was gonna, you know, come up with, like, you know,
Like,
like a piece of paper and be like,
oh,
"There-"
here's the contract. Yeah,
yeah, you know, and then, you know, that wore off, obviously, and then,
but
like, years.
that's why this is important, you know,
Yeah.
because you can inspire like so many people with your story, which is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it really, you know, and it's wild, you know, when I go back in time into reality and think about how I really did not know, how I really was like, am I, you know, like, am I going to wind up like just like kind of regretting that I put myself on the line? And, you know, and as people, you know, as people got older and we're like kind of like, you know, and I saw people drop out of like their art, you know, like I had friends that were like, they wanted to be painters, and they had to like start, you know, doing their thing. And, you know, people that had that, you know, were musicians and just were like, I can't. And I just felt very lucky because I kept getting contracts and deals, and it was small, you know, I mean, for a little bit. But then, you know, I think like people would say like, oh, from like 2004 a record to like 2011, like, what were you doing? I was getting deals, hustling, you know, getting contracts, getting like advances for things that I like did. But it was like, you know, I was like making a living as a writer, you know, and I just was like, you know, just working hard to get in that kind of click to like do it. But it's, you know, you can do it, and I think that you know, yeah, if I can inspire anyone to do what I'm doing, it's you know, write a lot of songs and you know, keep going, because
You get it? Yeah.
yeah, don't let anybody tell you if you something that kept me going, and I, you know, I'm grateful for it, and I'll never, I think, truly know what it is, but I'm, you know, I'm happy I did it.
Yeah, because you know, I mean, music or any type of art, it's more like a thing of a perception thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not something that because you can have your that amazing voice that you have and
Mhm.
still not make it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally. I mean, I worked with so many when I was a writer solely for other people. You know, I saw that every week. You know, I see some, usually some, like, you know, super young person, a big major label, and everybody was so excited. They were beautiful. They're a great singer. You know, we were writing good songs for them or whatever. And you know, even there was sometimes when there was a great song, a great song, and it
I can imagine.
like they didn't get behind it enough, or it didn't do it. It didn't gel with people, or, you know, it was a minor hit. It was like, but they needed more, and it's like a very there's a lot at stake, and it's you know, and there's a lot going on, and right now, like, you can be an independent artist. You could put your shit out there and feel like, you know, you're affecting people. I mean, you know, I think nothing ever like works sometimes if you like have eyes on, like, you know, fame and fortune right away. I think it's more about, you know, one break. You know, you write a song to some people, you write another song maybe to more people, and to me that's rewarding.
Yeah, and you have to also. I believe that if you let me add something, you're not competing against anyone. You're competing against yourself all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, totally. And there's like, and we forget this sometimes, and like, but I think that there's room for everybody. There is. I think
Of course.
there's always room for new music and new people, and I think it's nice to like start getting a fan base like the beautiful one that I have, where I get to kind of experience um, us moving together through the world, and I like this like buoy or this anchor that made my kind of thing. They come to me, and it's a cool thing.
Now that you took that subject, I like to mention that I saw your online concert the other day,
Oh yeah.
and it was really nice because as a Latino on air personality, sometimes our audience, like, they don't listen to that type of music. Sometimes
Yeah.
some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
However, I got a lot of good feedback from so many people. They were asking me, "Who's that person? She sings beautiful. Like, I want to know." And I mean,
That's
and I told them, "No, that's LP. She's an amazing artist. She has performed like in Coachella's and Viva Latinos in Mexico. She does great in Mexico. Like, ask your family, maybe in Mexico, maybe somebody knows her, and it's amazing, Like, but how did you feel when you were doing your online concert?
I was so nervous, dude. I was like, oh God. It was I had thought, when we decided to do this, I was like, could we maybe tape it first?
I saw that.
He's like, and my manager's like, that's kind of not the point of the live stream. I was like, no, no, you're right, you're right, you're right. Like, we should really do it. You know, and so it was exhilarating for me. It was exciting for me. I felt very like I was, I like feeling as an artist. I think I like feeling a sense of responsibility. That's a part of it. Feeling responsible for your people that like start to follow you, and that they're looking to you for solace, for guidance, for peace, whatever it is, and or maybe just have a damn good time. That's
I
what
mean,
I do.
that at the end, that's what comes down to.
Yeah, and they want to feel something, and so I'm glad I felt like at the time it was so it was so long that I've seen everybody, and I'm hopefully not far from seeing people in person, but it felt really good for me. Like I said, I was nervous. I always wish I sang better and all that stuff, but but it was live.
It's that's part of the experience. That's part of the journey.
Yeah,
And also, like, it's really nice that part of that all the money that you guys made, you guys
yeah,
donate some part to
yeah. Like it
this.
was like it was a love fest, and that's what I'm about. I feel like we made some good money for the National Black Justice Coalition, and I feel like we've maybe made a couple of new fans and made some people's day that day. So
Well, you made my day to be.
yeah,
It
thanks.
was really cool.
You are the
Uh,
best.
so the new album is coming up next
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
With
yeah.
COVID or with no COVID, it's coming up,
It
right?
it doesn't matter. COVID or no COVID, that shit is coming out. It would have
All
been
right.
here, but we're just like making it dramatic and dragging it out. I'm gonna release more singles and stuff. But I have so much music, like it's almost hard to kind of contain myself because it's like, oh yeah, the one that you love. I'm glad people are loving it, and
Yeah.
so already, like I'm like dealing with a different new song every day while I'm here, like kind of either the production, the recording, and it's like we're very we're very on now. So and almost in that part where we're like kind of trying to make take some songs. I have that like terrible thing now that I got to cut some songs off and wait till the next record.
I,
That's get into the whole like this song is 2 years old, 4 years old.
I remember once I was talking to a friend who is an artist too, and he's like, "Yes, I'm very happy that I'm about to finish this album, but at the same time, I feel that I'm killing this album right now."
Oh yeah, like it's over. Like
Yeah,
yeah, I mean it's it becomes like your whole life. I mean, uh, it's also like when you're like that live stream also was the whole thing because I'm in all this new music. I'm in new music land, and then I had to go back and like I got words and all. I was like all kinds of shit was happening, but I was like I just not in that body of work this second, so I had to get back in that body of work and then introduce this new song. And I got so excited, like kind of like singing the new song because I haven't fully figured out how to sing that beast. Like in a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot of singing.
Well, they're telling me right now that we have a few minutes left.
Okay.
I want to take a chance to ask you, how was the experience of working with Jimena Sariñana, this Mexican artist that we love so much as well?
Amazing. She is so. I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of interviewing her or
Yeah,
speaking.
I have.
She's so cool. She's so like
Yes.
like she's like it's like if the pandemic happened again, I'd probably like FaceTime her and be like, the fuck is gonna happen? What do we do? She's like she knows what's up. She's
Of
like,
course.
so down to earth, and I love her voice and the energy that she gives a song, and I just love her as a person, as an artist. So I was like really honored that she blessed our song with her.
Yes, it was really cool when I heard it. I was like, this was a good combo, and
Nice.
and it felt like very organic, to be honest.
It was very organic. I mean, that's what I mean about her. Like she like that's what she does, like she just like gets in there and fucking, makes it happen. She's just very like kind of she makes everything look easy. Go.
What other Hispanic Latin artists like do you like?
Um well, there's this new artist that
You're freezing. Are you still there?
Silvana. Yeah, Silvana
Oh,
Estrada.
Silvana. Yeah, she's really cool.
I heard she's really dope, so I want to check her out. And somebody was just telling me about her today. So I don't know. I don't I don't sometimes remember like the names, but I'm always into hearing about new stuff. What do you got? Tell me somebody that you
I like. Well, one of my friends' name is Ed Maverick. I don't know if you're heard of him.
Ed
He's
Maverick.
Ed Maverick. He's
Okay,
from
cool.
Chihuahua, Mexico. He's a really like cool kid.
I'll check.
He's 19 years old,
Yeah.
and I had the chance to tour with him last year here in the
Oh,
U.S. His first tour, and it was
yeah.
amazing. It was amazing. That's one of them. The other one would be
Ed Maverick.
maybe uh, Jose Madero. I really like that guy. He your lyrics kind of remind me a little bit of what he does, because
Oh,
he's
really?
he's one of those artists that really
Yeah.
puts like his feelings out there all the time, and that's really, and I really
It's too
like
much, Ed.
appreciate that.
I mean, frankly, Ed, just stop.
Yeah.
You can see
Well,
me. No, you can't see you. Um.
who's there? Who's there? Is
Oh my
Rocio, is Rocio there?
Yeah, no, she's not there. Lauren's here. She and I was
Oh,
telling
okay,
you,
okay.
like the last one. She was on. It was on. This is Orlando Panda.
That's me.
Hi.
Hola, how are you?
Meet you. I'm good. How are you?
Nice to meet you too. I'm good. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Isn't
She's
she
the
adorable?
she's the funnest.
You're so cute, Orlando.
She's
Thank you. No, you are amazing. Well, it was amazing having you. I was telling people that I started doing this Instagram lives when this pandemic thing started,
Yeah.
and pretty much had to pause a little bit about a month ago because I tested positive on COVID.
Oh
But
no.
but I'm
Are you
doing
okay?
I'm doing great right now,
Yeah. Okay.
and you are
Was
the
it bad?
first. Um, a little bit, a little bit.
Oh,
Um,
glad. I'm your first. Did you say?
yeah, you're the first person I interview
How
after a
cool.
month. After a month, so I'm pretty
Wow.
much kicking off the second season with you.
Oh,
So
thank you. I'm so
and I feel like super happy and
I was so
excited.
better. Thank
Yep.
God. Okay, I'm glad, and I'm really psyched that I got to be your first.
Yeah.
You're a
There you
virgin.
go.
No, you're
You know
not.
it. You know it. Oh my God. Well, it was amazing chatting with you. I hope that this happens like, as fast as possible. And I hope I get to see you maybe. I would love to see you in Mexico because
Yeah.
For some reason, I love the crowd, how they get excited over there. They,
I
they're
just
very
love how those guys.
passionate about like
Yeah, they do.
concerts, and I don't know
Yeah.
what would be like one of the, I would say, best experience you've had like in a concert in Mexico.
Oh gosh, I mean, I have to say that I've had a lot of great experience with I had 3 concerts in Mexico in November, but the Viva Latino show, that
Right?
was nuts, dude. Like that, I've never experienced like that level of and especially, and it was so festive, and there was so many people like that, like everybody like kind of like packed into that tent. It was like 10,000 people in a 5,000 people tent, and it was like there were like people on top of people, and I don't know, I could just feel and it was the very beginning of like stuff hitting there, and it just was like it was wild. It's like it's an unforgettable experience, and like I said, already knew I had like some of my best friends in the audience, like that are my Mexico City friends, and
That's cool.
yeah, it was so sick, and but every gig has been great. I love coming there, and I will be back there as soon as I can.
Well, people love you here in America, and people love you in South America and Mexico. Like they're
Yeah,
all
South
like
America,
they're
and
all here present, right now,
yeah,
showing you love.
joining us. I love you, and thanks for all the sweet stuff you're saying on the scroll. I I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Orlando, be safe, be healthy. Okay, I'm so glad.
That's right.
You're back. All right.
All right.
Are you able to drink beers yet or anything?
Last week.
All right.
Last week I had my first beers and my first mezcal.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yes.
You like mezcal?
I love
Mezcal
it.
is the best.
What's your favorite? Tell me.
You see, my grandparents are from Oaxaca, and they have I will say their own kind of selection,
Yeah.
which is like it's from their little hometown they're from, and you
Oh,
can
cool.
buy. Yeah, it's very how do they call it? Handcrafted, I believe.
Very,
It's amazing.
I'll
But if
DM you back the name. I'll try to find it.
I don't think you'll be able to be quite honest, because it's not commercialized. But
Oh.
but if you really want to, I can have Rocio sending you one.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well,
I would love that.
before you leave, I'm gonna try something new on this second season. I'm gonna ask you to turn your phone a little bit so we can take a selfie
Oh, okay.
like this.
Oh, video like this?
Like this. Can you move your head like that? Can you go like that on the other side? Oh, there you go.
No.
There you go. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. Thank you. Yep. Thank you so much.
All right.
It was nice chatting with you.
You
Take
too,
care.
Orlando. Bye. Thank you, baby.
Bye.
Bye. Adios.
Adios.